What is up, guys? My name is Yen. My name is Yen. I play The Sims. Did you see what I did there? Alright guys, we're going to get straight into a couple of things that we're going to be talking about today, including the EA app having a bug where it's charging people $5 a month to be able to play, as well as the infants being a huge success, and over 8.5 million infants have been created in The Sims 4, and an article released by one Sims 4 producer. I also want to say thank you for all your patience as I'm slowly making my way back to being as consistent as possible on this channel, and I have a lot of gameplay in the works coming very soon. Alright, so let's get right into it. So we all know that the Sims 4 actually took to Twitter to announce the roadmap for the Sims 4, and they ended up saying that there's going to be 4 new kits and a hot new update. A lot of people are speculating what it could be, but a lot of people are also kind of bummed at the fact that it is multiple kits and that there is no game pack or stuff packs coming out with the new roadmap. Now, the Sims Direct Communications actually took to Twitter announcing their new laundry list for April, including a bunch of things that should have been fixed to begin with, including infant stretches after asking dog to be nice to infant. Like, guys, BFFR, that kind of just, yeah, the whole laundry list was something that should have been happened. And again, they did end up mentioning if we had any unresolved issues, please go to Answers HQ as usual. Now, as we get into the next topic, I'm very curious to hear your opinion, so go ahead, and as long as you keep it rather respectful, leave a comment down below. So we are getting into the EA app, and we do know the EA app was announced not too long ago, and it's currently still in beta phase. Well, with that beta phase being still a thing, people are actually having problems when it comes down to The Sims 4 it's being exclusive to EA Play, thanks to the Simmers that actually took to Twitter to announce what's going on. As you guys can see, they are being charged, saying join to get unlimited access to The Sims 4 and evolving library of top titles. Now, we all know The Sims 4 is free, and the Sims Direct Communication responded within the hour, saying that they were going to try to get this as soon as possible. And if you go head over to Answers HQ, multiple people were having this exact problem. Now, I do want to get into the fact that another Simmer also said Southern Simming. Is anyone else getting this? I paid for the game years ago, so not sure why it's showing only exclusive to EA Play. Another Simmer also took to Twitter by the name of Lady T Sim, saying I go to log in EA app, then this pops up. I'm not about to play Sims 4 again. What the F is this? And a lot of people were feeling very frustrated. Someone else by the name of Essence Jen said, is EA making me pay a monthly fee to play a game I bought 4+ years ago? Hello? What is EA Play, and why can I not load up The Sims 4? Help. Now, the Sims community manager actually took to the Answers HQ, say we are tracking the issue internally and working to get it resolved ASAP. The Sims does not require EA Play in any form to function, and I'll post updates as I get them in this thread. And as the patients were thin with a lot of Simmers, they ended up announcing, saying we're beginning to see recovery for The Sims 4 at this time. Thank you for your patience. But even with that post coming in for an update, a lot of people were still having issues with even other Simmers by the name of Dinanto said anyone else's Sims 4 game doesn't show their packs when in-game since the EA glitch. EA app says they're downloaded and in-game says they ain't. Question mark. So another Simmer actually took to Twitter to announce by the name of Clara Johnson, saying that's what happened to me today too. I opened up my laptop, and though I had opened Google, suddenly the EA app popped up and said I had to log in again because something went wrong. So I did, and that came up for The Sims 4. I logged in 3 different times and the same thing. Another Simmer by the name of Micah619B said error on EA app. They are trying to solve it. They've turned off the possibility to buy anything Sims 4 related because it says you have to pay for EA Play for some. That's not true. Now, as we dive deep more into this investigation, I do see that The Sims 4 is still announcing the EA app, and they're still letting you know how to install it, and they're promoting it very much. Even though with all the bugs and glitches the EA app has had, they are still promoting this. Now, EA app was actually forced onto a lot of players when they closed it down for PC and said Origin is not going to be for PC, only the EA app. This is actually kind of a backfire from when The Sims 4 actually dropped a pajama set, and the said set is available on PC and console for folks who have the EA Play subscription. A lot of people felt some kind of way because they were actually putting this behind a paywall, and we all know how EA handle paywalls with modders and CC creators. If you're not familiar with that, I'll actually link a video down below on the whole thing that happened with that. Guys, it was very controversial, and again, we're not going to get into that. That's a story for another day, but my opinion is I really do think they should stop promoting the EA app and find a way to bring Origin back. They have showed countless and numerous times that the EA app is broken and does not work. Multiple people have had these problems. Multiple people have came forward with issues regarding this app, and no matter what, they are still promoting this. I feel like at this point, you guys are like, The Sims 4 is kind of like asking for a lawsuit with so many things going wrong consistently within not only the game, but the app itself. And I know the EA app is broken because people that play other games outside of The Sims is having trouble with this app, even playing other games. The app is broken. So I feel like they need to either bring back Origin or figure out a solution to this EA problem. Now, as I'm saying this, I am very curious to hear SimGuru Nick's side because he is a quality designer on the Sims 4 live operations team. Now, of course, you bring up any issues that are involving The Sims 4 and not necessarily the EA app, but with the EA app involving The Sims 4, I wonder if he is also responsible for speaking up about this issue as well. And if you go on to SimGuru Nick, he did mention that simulation lag is a symptom and not a bug. There are dozens of different reasons it can happen, and we make perfect fixes every patch, but we love to see to make more. Now, this was back in August 4th, 2022, very, very long ago, before, you know, the EA app was announced to make everyone switch over. So I'm very curious between that tweet and what is happening now, including with The Sims 4 and the EA app. What are your thoughts and opinions on all of this? There is a very thin line I have for The Sims 4 right now between I'm growing very frustrated and I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, and I feel like the frustration is at its absolute highest at this moment. We are going to get into the very next topic, and again, I will save all of my thoughts and opinions on everything towards the very end. Now, I did want to bring up a article that was actually made as of April 13th that had to do with the Sims producer of Maxis. Philip Ring actually did an article, and if you guys don't know who he is, he's actually an executive producer on The Sims 4 at Maxis over at Electronic Arts, and he actually did an article that involved a lot of things when it came down to diverse groups in the industry, especially when it comes down to The Sims 4 players. He did go on to say a 22 Maxis survey of over 18,000 players concluded that more than 38% of our audience comprises individuals who identify as people of color, which is higher than the US natural average of 27%. That expresses and goes to show how many people are actually playing The Sims 4. He does go on to say that open communication and collaboration are key to achieving inclusivity, and we seek out every opportunity to acknowledge the implications of the feature in The Sims and involve every part of our team and partners in these conversations. He does go on to say our skin tone update that includes swatches and value sliders, unlocking thousands of customization options, were the result of very informative conversations with creators. We make these efforts because we're committed to creating features all Simmers will love and getting them right. Again, I'm very curious to hear your thoughts and opinions on this, and I will share my thoughts and opinions in just a second, but I do want to cover a little bit more of this article because as I was reading it, I was very intrigued at the thoughts of what they were saying when it comes down to this article versus what they actually release. Now, the article does end up summing everything up, saying, as the world and our understanding, our DEI continues to evolve, we are eager to learn and grow. Even though we might not always get it right, we will keep trying to offer Simmers experiences they can be proud of and that authentically reflect their lived experiences. So I am very curious to hear your opinions down below, and my opinion on this is that I do see them going in this step towards the right direction. Again, when they even did with D-Sims, I thought that was awesome, and they ended up creating with a black hairstylist when it came down to growing together for some of the hairs. Now, although I do feel like they are going in a step towards the right directions, I do feel like they only do this when their backs are against the wall or when they are feeling pressured from the community. I do feel like we had to fight for skin tones, we had to fight for baby hairs, we have to fight for more clothing options that can represent every single one of us. We have to even fight for maps that involve more diversity, more areas other than just these suburban American towns that The Sims 4 keeps making. So again, I'm very curious to hear your opinions on this, and guys, like I said, there's supposed to be a lot more of The Sims 4 that's coming soon. They did say that The Sims 4 is not going anywhere and that The Sims 4, and I quote, has many years to come. So there is a bit of hope that with The Sims 4, they will implement more things. I just wish they would do so when their backs aren't against the wall and they're doing things willingly. But again, how can they know about what we want as players if we don't speak up? And which is why I always encourage every single one of you who listen to me that when I talk about these things, it's not from a place of complaining. It's more from a place of I want change. Now, we're going to get into the next topic of this video. And of course, go ahead and leave the comments comments down below of what you guys have thought about things so far. Now, with the infant update, a lot of people have been saying that they've been experiencing bugs and glitches, but other people have been having a blast. And The Sims 4 actually took to Twitter to announce that over 8.6 million infants have been created since release. That is a lot. 8.6 million, guys. That is a lot. Like, I was just like, whoa, really? But, you know, it goes to show how many people were very excited to, you know, have another life stage in the game. Although some people felt that the infants were being a little too realistic, I also felt like, hey, I think that we needed this. I'm really big on gameplay, and maybe I'm being a little biased as a gameplay simmer. I felt like, you know, we needed this next life stage to add more into the game, and we wanted more gameplay. We got it, and I love that. Anyway, guys, with all that being said, down to the article from the infant update and as well as the EA app, and I'm very curious to see if you guys are going through the same issues with the EA app, not only charging you but also bugging out. Let me know down below in the comments how you guys feel about all of this. I'm very curious to hear all of your opinions. And with all that being said, I have some exciting news for you guys. I am going to be doing my first Twitch stream next week. So I'm going to link my Twitch down below so you guys can go ahead and follow me and stay up to date with any notifications, as well as my Twitter. My name is The Simyan, and so is my Twitter. Of course, everything will be linked down below in the description, and as well as the EA article if you guys are interested in hearing more about that. I say this all the time, but I truly want to thank every single one of you guys who watch my videos and who show so much support. Regardless of whether you are commenting or just going ahead and sharing my video to other people, as well as even just being a silent viewer, I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because it truly does make me happy when I see all of us talking all things Sims in my comment section. And if you guys really did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, because it truly does help out my channel. Again, I have a lot of exciting gameplay videos coming up for you guys, so please stay tuned for that, as well as an LP that's going to be in the works. Well, it's already in the works, but I don't want to announce it just yet, but it's coming very, very soon, hopefully within the week. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.